Hello, it is I, IARESMART, and I have watched all of the Harry Potter movies. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that accent for the whole video. But anyway, I watched all these movies, these very, very British movies. Wow. This is, it's like getting my limit with the amount of British accents I can listen to. But anyway, off topic. I watched all the Harry Potter movies, and they're pretty good. I've had this collection for a while, this Blu-ray collection. You have like all the movies in here, like literally all of them, all 8. Like you get to watch all of them, which is pretty handy. So I like this. Anyway, I watched all these movies. It's something I kind of wanted to get around to for a while, because Star Wars has been a part of my life for a while, a very long time, in fact. And Harry Potter's just always been like, I could watch it, but do I care? Wizards, that sounds super boring. So a couple months ago, I was like, you know what? I have these movies. I'll watch the first one, see how it is. And I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. And then I watched the rest of them, and here we are. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Another reason I watched this was to justify this purchase, because I'll show you in a sec here. Basically, a couple months, even longer ago, before I even started watching these, I was at this store. It was like a resale store. And they like find something someone else doesn't want, and then they take it. It was a really beaten up Lego set, and they were selling it for $60. It was normally a $100 Lego set. So as soon as I saw it, I said, I have to buy that. That is a crazy deal. I'm not passing up on that. So I got this. I haven't actually built it yet, but it's the Hogwarts Great Hall. Like, this is such a cool set. I didn't realize it at the time, but this is such a cool set. Like, you get this, it's the Great Hall from Hogwarts. It's iconic. You get a bunch of great minifigures. I never thought I'd be a Harry Potter fan, guys. This is weird for me. But, like, it's cool, okay? And I finally get to justify the $60 I spent on this, because I'm a Harry Potter fan now. Because like when I bought it, I was like, okay, I bought this. What am I going to do with it? So I just held on to it, thinking maybe I'll get into Harry Potter eventually. And now I did. So I like these movies, for real. I get why everyone's so excited about them. Like, they're cool. Like, it's very similar to Star Wars in the fact that, like, it's very different from Star Wars, but specifically in the way that it's like telling a story in this really big world, and you're only seeing like a small part of it. Does that make sense? Because that's what I really like about Star Wars. Is like lots of world building and all sorts of cool stuff going on. But then you got like this whatever plot going on. I just like that. It's cool. It does bring up a lot of other questions about what else like goes on in this Harry Potter world. And there's a lot of weird stuff. Like I could get into all the problems I have with this movie. But it's just fun. These are fun movies. Not some of them are kind of stinkers, I'll be honest. Like not all of the movies were great. But some of them are really good. So I just like these movies. They're fun. That's all I'm here to say. That's the IARESMART Harry Potter movie review. They're good. If you were like me and you're a Star Wars fan, you probably are. You're watching the IARESMART channel, and you're like, I could get into Harry Potter. I'd recommend it. If you got the time, get into it. I still have to watch these Fantastic Beasts movies that I've heard of. Like, I could watch those, but I don't know, man. Like, I guess they're good. I think I heard they're good. I think I heard, like, one's good, one's bad, and then one hasn't come out yet. I think that's how I heard it, right? There's one that's coming out pretty soon. But whatever. But yeah, I really like it. You know, you get to watch these characters grow up. Like, they're like little 11-year-olds, and they're all, like, grown up by the end of it. And it's crazy. Like, what a crazy idea. Have a movie that, like, I mean, you kind of have that in Star Wars, too. You know, you see Anakin, like, as a child, and he grows into Vader. So, again, it hits a lot of the same beats for me as Star Wars, you know? But different, because it's not just another space story. It's about wizards and magic. And honestly, that was a bit weird to get used to at first. But then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, you know, it's kind of weird. In this movie, they're just like, whenever they need to explain something in the plot, they're just like, oh, magic. It works because magic. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But then I think about Star Wars, and I'm like, oh, they do that all the time with the Force. You know, like they're like, hey, we need to give Kylo a lightsaber in the scene. Oh, Force teleportation, obviously. Yeah, didn't you know about that? Yeah. So, Star Wars does the same thing. So, yeah. Anyway, these movies are just fun. I probably could break down each one and, like, explain my gripes and my praises for each of them, but we don't have time for that because I want to do a thing. We're going to do a thing. I'm going to take the official, it says it's the official, it's on like the Harry Potter website or whatever, the official Harry Potter house quiz, and it tells you which house you get sorted into, which I'm kind of curious about. I'm going to be honest, they only talk about Gryffindor and Slytherin in the movies. Like, those are the only two ones. You have the good guys and the bad guys. Literally, Slytherin is just evil. I don't know why they keep them around. Anyway, and then there's also Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. They literally never talk about them. There's a couple characters that are from them, but they just don't mention them. They have no meaning in the plot whatsoever. Now, I would like to mention, I think the people at the books are probably screaming at their screens right now saying, IARESMART, you haven't read the books? What's wrong with you? You see, in the Star Wars fan base, we have prequel fans versus sequel fans who are constantly fighting. However, when you try and get into the Harry Potter fan base, you're like, hey, I watched these movies. These are pretty cool. And all fans are like, you haven't read the books! You have to read the books! It's way better in the books! It's like, okay, I get it. I don't care. Like, I could read them. Maybe I'll read them in the future if I get around to it. But like for now, I just like these movies. I like movies. I don't know if you guys get. I like a lot of movies. Reading's cool too. Like I'm not saying like you don't read. You should read. It's a great thing. It's good for your mind and whatnot. But like I just like movies. Okay, I'll get around to the books later. Just not now because I don't care that much. Like I just marathoned 8 movies that are all over 2 hours long. Let me have some time before I like reread all these stories, but much longer and much more time consuming. So whatever. We're gonna take that quiz now because. Yeah, that's what I said we were going to do. Okay, so Harry Potter fan club. You see I got my name here, which is pretty cool. Discover your Hogwarts house. Get sorted now. Alright, so I have to choose. River or forest? That's the first question. Well, I mean, river, you get your feet all wet, so we'll go with a forest, okay. How would you like to be known to history? The great, the wise, the bold, the good. I want to be wise, obviously, because, IARESMART. Okay. Which of the following do you find the most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, alright, got a lot of that. Boredom, got a lot of that. Hunger, yeah. Being ignored, I have a lot of that too. We're gonna go with we're just getting straight into my insecurities, really quiz, we're doing that. Boredom, I can find a way to get not bored. Hunger, I'm literally cooking dinner right now. Probably should go check on it, but that's fine. We're doing a quiz. Being ignored, I just make people notice me. So we're going to go with loneliness because I'm always lonely and I have no friends. That's kind of a joke, but also not really. Anyway, you and two friends that I don't have need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll. Okay? Who insist on fighting one of you before he will let you all pass. What a jerk. Volunteer to fight? Attempt to confuse the troll into letting all 3 of you pass without fighting, or suggest that all 3 of you should fight without telling the troll. We'll just go with the second one, the peaceful option. That sounds cool. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Magical creatures? Ew, cringe. Flying on a broomstick? Too dangerous, don't want to. Difficult words. Apparition and diparation. Being able to materialize and dematerialize at will. I know a lot of words. And, is this like one of those fancy, like, Latin words? They use a lot of weird Latin words in these movies. Like they say, like, Leviosa, not Leviosa. And I'm like, what the flip does that even mean? So, I don't know. We're gonna move on. Secrets about the castle. Boring. Transfiguration. Turning one object into another. Ooh, what if I took, like, a bunch of dirt and turn it into a bunch of Lego sets? That'd be cool. I think we're going to go with that one. Hexes and jinxes. I don't know what that even is. Every area of magic I can. That's boring. That one sounds cool. Okay, if you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you want to choose to take with you? Oh, I have to scroll. Cats, toads, owls? Cats are cool. I want a cat. Okay, so we got a ginger cat, a white cat, a Siamese cat, a tabby cat, a black cat. No, black cats are like bad, I thought. That one, I kind of like this one. I like them. It looks nice. Looks like a nice guy. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums. Okay. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. No thanks. The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though it contains ground diamonds. I feel like that would not be tasty. The golden liquid so bright it hurts the eye, which makes sunspots dance all around the room. Can I just have a glass of water, please? We're gonna go with the only one that looks drinkable. White or black? Is this racist? Is it racist to ask this question? Is it racist to answer this question? We're gonna go with black because dark side and no other reason. The Sorting Hat is ready to make... Really? Already? Okay, well, let's see what we got. We got a Ravenclaw. Okay, cool. What are these guys? Well, the movies did not tell me anything about these guys. You probably know that some Ravenclaw's most renowned members include Gilderoy Lockhart. Who was that guy again? And Luna Lovegood. Oh, wait, I know her. She was in one of the movies. Yeah, she was like a character. But did you know Ravenclaw's Grey Lady is the least talkative Hogwarts House ghost? Or that Ravenclaw's common room boasts the most stunning views of the castle grounds? Cool. Oh, wait, it's this guy. And the short guy. Yeah, wait, I know these people. Okay, I do know these people. Okay, so that's it for the video. I just want to make a quick video about Harry Potter because it's cool, okay? I never thought I'd get into Harry Potter, but here I am, nerding out over Harry Potter. I know, crazy. So what do I have to do now? I got Marvel, I got Star Wars, I got Harry Potter. What do I got to do now? Star Trek? I'm never doing Star Trek, to be honest. I'm going to avoid that like the plague. I don't want to get into Star Trek, but like, what else do I have to do now? Like, I'm already so deep into this whole nerd thing. Like, how much deeper do I have to go? Anyway, I'm not going to think about that too much. That's it for the video. If you're a Harry Potter fan, let me know in the comments and, tell me that I need to read the books because, I mean, that's all you guys seem to do. I looked around online a little bit before reading this video to see what Harry Potter fans are like, and that's all they do. They just tell you to read the books. So, I'll do it not now. Anyway, bye.